So going to take a look at a collection of King's. Has one of his short stories in it that I love. It's my favorite short story, one of my favorite short stories. It's probably in the top three, and it's The Mist, and it's in this book collection Skeleton Crew. So everyone's kind of familiar with, I would assume everyone's kind of familiar with, The Mist is a short story in the collection, and it was made into a movie. There again, Frank Darabont. I've got the DVD. I've got the widescreen and the full screen. So I've got both of those. And then I, of course, have just the standalone novella of The Mist. And I keep that with the Skeleton Crew collection because I believe it all goes together. And so I have the hardcover original Skeleton Crew with that picture of King on the back there. Again, love the hair. And then I have the original paperback one. Now, in the paperback one, you've got the yellow Skeleton Crew. There's also one where up at the top where it says, instead of author of it, it just says like #1 bestseller, and the Skeleton Crew is in red. So I'm always on the lookout for another copy of that. I have not found one as of yet. Then there's there again the kind of shiny mid-90s artwork style that came out. And then here's a good example of, I don't know if this is my first one I've actually showed, where I've talked about the shiny and the matte one. I actually have both of them. And you can kind of see, the shiny versus the not shiny. And, there again, it talks about featuring the novella, The Mist, soon to be a major motion picture. So very cool. So, and The Mist is one of those movies for me where I can go back and watch it again over and over and over and over. And it also, the thing about Skeleton Crew, it also has a very popular story in it called The Monkey, which I'm a big fan of as well. And The Monkey, I have actually got in my short story collection because that's kind of one that I think he gets repeated or reused a lot as short stories for different collections. Because I think in all of my short stories, it's like in 3 or 4 of them. So, but there's not, I would love to get one of those old-timey, ugly symbol monkeys that like are in the book, but those things can get kind of expensive, but that's on my dream list of one to get. In the meantime, I've got a Pop Funko figure of a monkey with symbols. It's from some video game. I don't even know whatever the video game is, but I figured this was the closest I was going to get that was in my budget. So I went ahead and I picked that up, and I keep that with my collection for a Skeleton Crew. So there again, liked Skeleton Crew. The Mist, excellent story. If you haven't seen the movie, I highly recommend it. The ending's different than the book. The book ends on a much kind of happier or upbeat note, I would say, than the movie. But King even said himself that if he would have thought of that ending originally, that's what he would have done. So, anytime you can get a come up from King like that, I'm all about it. So there again, check it out. If you have any questions or comments, please leave it below. Hope everyone's staying safe and keep reading.